I'm Michael McCann and I'm joined here on Transfer Deadline Day with just an hour of the window left by Ty from Arsenal Fan TV. What do you make of this window for the Gunners?
Well, I think, if I'm honest, it's a non-event really. I mean, we signed Gabriel Paulista, so we've done our job early, but I think it's disappointing because, I mean, we signed him and all we seem to be getting from the press and media is, who is he? You know, we're getting criticised for signing a defender. We needed a defender, we signed one. When we didn't sign a defender, we didn't sign a midfielder, and we didn't sign a striker, we got hammered. So we signed a defender, and we're still getting stick. I mean, obviously we'd like to sign more, but you know, it is what it is, you know, and at least we've got someone in. I mean, a lot of our players are getting back to full fitness, so you know.
Claude was speaking to me earlier, and already you're smiling. And he was telling me about he feels there should have been a central defensive midfielder sign. What's your view on that?
Yeah, there should have been, but at the end of the day, we do have Francis Coquelin, who's been a revelation since he's come back on loan. We called for his loan spell at Charlton Athletic, and we do have Mikel Arteta and Matthew Flamini. We don't know what's happening with Paul Vasiliga Abdiaby because he's just been...
I'm Michael McCann and I'm joined here on Transfer Deadline Day with just an hour of the window left by Ty from Arsenal Fan TV. What do you make of this window for the Gunners?
Well, I think, if I'm honest, it's a non-event really. I mean, we signed Gabriel Paulista, so we've done our job early, but I think it's disappointing because, I mean, we signed him and all we seem to be getting from the press and media is, who is he? You know, we're getting criticised for signing a defender. We needed a defender, we signed one. When we didn't sign a defender, we didn't sign a midfielder, and we didn't sign a striker, we got hammered. So we signed a defender and we're still getting stick. I mean, obviously we'd like to sign more, but you know, it is what it is, you know, and at least we've got someone in. I mean, a lot of our players are getting back to full fitness, so you know.
Claude was speaking to me earlier, and already you're smiling. And he was telling me about he feels there should have been a central defensive midfielder sign. What's your view on that?
Yeah, there should have been, but at the end of the day, we do have Francis Coquelin, who's been a revelation since he's come back on loan. We called for his loan spell at Charlton Athletic, and we do have Mikel Arteta and Matthew Flamini. We don't know what's happening with Paul Vasiliga Abdiaby because he's just been destroyed by injury, you know. So we have a few players in that position. So obviously that would be nice, but I think if we're going to sign someone big, it would have to be at the end of the season because it's not the manager's remit to really sign big players, even though he did sign Super Mesut in the transfer window. I think it's going to be at the end of the season. So hopefully what we've got now will be enough to hopefully help us have another hopeful, successful season. And if we can equal or emulate what we've done last season, I'm sure we'll all be happy.
You say that, again I'm going to bring him up. Claude was saying to me he wanted third or second and at least the semi-finals of the Champions League to admit that Wenger deserved another year. And the other thing, I'm gonna just let you take that on.
Well, yeah, second or third would be good, but semi-finals of Champions League and then hopefully an FA Cup win. But to me, even if we did not achieve any of those things, I still would give Arsene another year because of what he's done for him. I know he has his critics, but what he's done for the club has been nothing short of incredible. To create an invisible team, it's like a dream. If anybody had told us that we would go the whole season unbeaten, we never ever in our wildest dreams have believed them.
And the recent results have been very good, which has seen 2 months ago the speculation was really rife and there was huge talk about Klopp. But actually, the last 2 months, it's all quietened down a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Because he's doing his job and he's getting all the players fit. You know, I mean, everyone has injuries, but you know, if you never, I think since the Invincibles, I don't think he's ever had his first 11 fit. You know, so can you really judge him? I think you can only judge him really when he's had the whole first 11 fit for the season. Because I think if he did, and we did, I think we'd win the league. I think that's how strong you are, but obviously injuries have happened, and obviously he has his faults, which is fair enough. But I mean, you've got to look at the job the man has done on the whole. And the thing is, you look at who we're competing against Chelsea, Manchester City, and Manchester United, who's all spent more money than us, and he's still kept off competitive in the top 4.
In recent games, Aston Villa and Man City have had more of the ball than you. Do you think that's been a deliberate thing from Wenger to swallow a bit of pride from this tactical stubbornness, change the defensive shape and let the opposition have it?
Absolutely. Well, it's not something he'd really do, but you know, he's looking at, we're playing all the football and not getting the results. So if we play less football and get the results, then we're happy. Absolutely. The funny thing apparently is the players that apparently suggested that we should change our style. But the thing is, Claude was saying that he can't take credit for it. But then, having said that though, they always say a good leader is someone who's prepared to listen. And it showed now that he's not too arrogant and too big-headed to not listen to what people say to him, players say to him. And I also think that shows humbleness, you know, and cooperation, you know, and being down to earth and the ability to listen as well. And that only endears me to the man more.
And finally, a cheeky hypothetical curveball question. What would Arsene Wenger have to do in terms of results and performance to, in your opinion, be someone that, you know, time to go? What would it be, failing to qualify for the top 4?
No. The thing is, me personally, from what it's done for the club, even
all good things come to an end. What would it have to take for you to actually say, I want Wenger out?
I would never say that. Because of the job he's done for us. Even if we were to get relegated, God forbid, you know, and be out of Europe, be out of the Champions League, you know, and go down to the Championship, I still would, because of what he's done, I cannot turn against him. It wouldn't. I still think what he's done for the club has been incredible. And he's one of the reasons why we are here. Because the football that we have played and seen, the players, it's been incredible. It's been incredible, and it's been incredible. It's been like a dream. So nothing could really turn me against him. Nothing.
Thank you very much, T.Y. And in 10 minutes of interviewing yourself and Claude tonight, I've seen just in a snapshot why Arsenal TV is such a priceless watch.
Oh, well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
For interviewing me and allowing me and Claude to have our say. And
it's always fun. Cheers.
Thank you.